Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, the head trader at TradeView Markets. It's Friday, October 1st, the day after the end of the quarter. Make sure I'm sharing the proper screen here. Yes. Okay. Let's log at the TradeGate Hub. As I always say every morning, this is the same way that I log in for everybody else. So it should be very simple, a very simple process. I got a couple of screens going here right now. Hold on a second. Yeah. I'm trying to get a future. I will get a chart of the futures today. Yes. Yes, futures. Bear with me. Okay, good. All right. Let's go to my room. Now, the reason why I wanted to get the futures on, I apologize because I'm charted all over the place. Sometimes less is better, but this isn't the case. Let me chart parameters. Chart parameters. Okay. Now, this is what happened today. Okay. We came in here. Good morning. Always go to Michael Santoli. Look what's going on. Let's pause this. I don't know why this is running. What he said. Okay. Tactical sentiment. Let me change screens. And after what happened yesterday, there was a watershed close into the close yesterday. This is a chart of the futures in the long term. Yesterday afternoon, 2 days ago, or I should say, they cascaded. Okay, so now this is what's wrong with this thing? Today. This is today. Today's chart of the futures. Hold on. Okay. Tactical sentiment coming in today was way oversold right here. Okay. So I wake up. The reason why I yawn every once in a while, so I said, you know what to do, is because at 4 a.m, the ES minis, and I'll go 4 a.m. right here. This is 4 a.m. today. You can see this chart, 4 o'clock. Actually, they got much lower. The ES minis were 42.60. That was the level everybody was thinking. So 4 a.m, the futures are 42.64 and they're down 32 handles. Am I showing what they're down? Yeah, they're down 32 handles right here, 4 a.m. So now on top of this oversold, I'm saying, okay, we got to be somewhere really deep in the green. So I took a shot at S&P futures. So I was thinking that they were right here. So now I always keep in mind that I'm going to be with this type of dumpster dive, catch a proverbial falling knife overboard, whatever you like to call it. You have to be prepared to be wrong before you're going to be right. So I started buying the futures here, which was 42.68, or let's even say the SPYs, just to give it a little bit more, a little bit better of a better example. 4 o'clock in the morning. Where are we? Yeah, SPYs right here. So we're buying the SPYs at 426.44. Okay, then what happens? Merck comes out with another vaccine. We'll get to the charts later. Stock goes from 74 to 81 on big news, which, by the way, causes Marna, which their drugs somewhat become obsolete, if you will. NVAX implodes. Even something like a DVAX that was rumored to have another good drug implodes. DVAX. Okay, DVAX is down $3. There's my bottom left here. So as DVAX is going down, and as Marna is going down, and as NVAX is going down, Merck is going up. And what does that say? That now Merck has a better drug. So naturally, they take up Carnival Cruise Lines up $1. They take up Las Vegas Sands goes up. Well, you know what? I'm going to stop doing pre-market stuff. Let's go back to the SPYs and the SPY trade. And this was the SPYs at 4 a.m. when the futures are down 36. Okay. So I turn around and I start doing my TGH stuff. I walk the dog, whatever I do. 426, they make move from 426 to 430. Okay. So it's essentially a 50 point handle move in the futures. They came back down. Well, let's go to the open. I took some off. Don't get me wrong. Let's see where we are now. Apply. Okay. So now I'm thinking of that futures, which was in the morning chart parameters. Let's go back to it. The first buy was 426. So that's the proverbial line in the sand. That's pre-market, 426. Where are we now? Okay. We're 428. So as I said, this is the line in the sand with the futures. Let's go to 2 weeks. Okay, here we go. We want to be above 428. Let's go to the daily chart. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to TGH and look and see what I'm looking at. Share screen. Okay. All right, so come in. That's why I did. That's why I got up early. What I did, I was looking for that type of trade. I didn't know what was going to go up. I wanted an index trade, as you'll see when I go to my quotes that the market is very, very mixed. So sector sentiment I kept in mind. So at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, even before the open at 8 o'clock, you know, it's the market's still very thin. So you kind of have to trade more ETFs and indexes, if you will. So I'm saying to myself, now we're deep in the green and the futures are down 32 handles at 4 in the morning. What do I have my eyes on? I have my eyes on semiconductor. I have my eye on some technology stocks. I have my eye on energy, which is a fade. Energy popped nicely. I have my eye on some healthcare. Okay. The NASDAQ came in way, you know, I mean, we're going back, you know, this is a year and a half chart now. So the NASDAQ, once again, at 4 in the morning, when the futures start trading, at least way down here. I mean, what's your risk versus reward? Same thing with the S&P. Gamma squeeze, that happened yesterday. Gamma exposure. What happens? Somebody's emailing me. You can refresh your trade gate. It shows your live stream. Okay, refresh the trade gate hub. Oh, bravo. Value added. Good job, guys. So you can see what I'm doing real time. Thank you, Diego. Added value. Okay. So now my gamma exposure. Now what happens every time the gamma gets low? Rip up. Gamma low here, up. Gamma low here. Now we came in, it's all about the close today because of the end of the quarter window dressing or window selling yesterday. Very good. Okay. Big calls up. FANG was big. Pins was big. Go out and check out how all these stocks are doing today. SPY gamma note on JP Morgan. Bull bear indicator, getting to the extreme, getting to the bullish side. I understand equity outflows, equity inflows, economic calendar. Walter Bloomberg always with the upgrades and downgrades. Merck, that's self-explanatory. The charts on the S&P. Yesterday with volume, this is what we do. PLA, let's look at the top movers. Well, you know what? Some of these didn't work as their indexes. Oil is natural gas. BTU worked. CEI has been trading 500 million shares a day. CarMax, KMX was one of the weakest on the board. So we look to fade that, don't we? Wood finished weak again. Abercrombie and Fitch on 193%. Foot Locker, the same. Dick's Sporting Goods stores, AN and TGX, all retail. You get the picture. What finished strong? Roku. Boyle, we didn't really have an interest. But you know what? I'm giving you the menu to set the table to take money out of the market every day. This is it. Sometimes you might do nothing. Pre-market movers. PROG, 10 million shares before the open. How you doing? You need to know that. Also, it said that BTCM, BITF, HUT, NCTY, Merck, obviously, Riot. So the Bitcoin was strong in the morning. SPDWR was added to the S&P 500 or whatever. It's Russell 2000. Keep an eye on the solars. They ripped. Okay. Couple of things. Bitcoin stock CEI down. NIO had numbers and Merck made major news. This might get distracting over here. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Look at so I gave you the pre-market movers. There they were right there. Okay. So now let's go to my screen. I'm trying not to get distracted of the market movement. Sharing on the screen here. And here we go. What's moving today? Top list. You know what? This is a range day because we moved when the futures went from down 32 to up 20 to down 30. So we had a 200 point movement top to bottom equivalent in the future. So now I'm looking at range. That's what I'm interested in. What's got the range today? Big range. Nothing AVIR, nothing that's sexy. IRNT, Lebu, that's naturally going with Marna, NVAX. CarMax, that was the weakest on the board yesterday. To no surprise, it's down 3. That worked. Zim, XBI, what's weak? Nucor, Boyle, that was strong yesterday. Wayfair. You know what? That's, you don't want to be wrong there. CVS, nobody wants shots anymore. Let's go with strongest now with the range. HLT, Hilton Hotels naturally. Now the vaccines spread out anymore. People can travel. Same with Caesar, same with Penn, same with Hyatt. CF, what an animal. What's weak now? Going to the rally. Baba on the low. Oof. JD on the low. PDD on the low. So they're still keeping down the Chinese stocks. As a matter of fact, I got to watch that because I'm long a couple of them. Where's Billy? Mamron, FCell, Bixie, Amwell. Nothing doing here. That's not good. All the Chinese stocks, they can't bounce. Look at Baba. Let's go to the chart on Baba. Share screen. Look at the chart on Baba, the best of breed. You know what? I wouldn't, if this is when I want to, if someone's going to play this for a bounce, which it doesn't look like it's going to do, let me take off my thing. You want this. You want the volume right here. It's not turning yet. It's not ready. Let's go to the weekly. Boy, this thing's in trouble. It's already in trouble. Baba. Chinese stocks. Why can you go Baba when you can buy Apple down 10%? Why would you want to buy Baba when you can buy Microsoft down here? Microsoft's positive. Let me go back to the screen here. So what's the sexy ones? Let's go to the alert page. Mosey, TripAdvisor. People want to travel. It's a common theme. SRNE, GoGo has been hot. What's near the high? Hilton, same thing. Let's look at GoGo. That's been one that's been in play. You want to talk about relative strength? This is all you need. You don't have to look at the futures. You don't have to look at anything. That's a stock that's strong. Had the 1-day delay, then it went through the flag at 1746. I bet you'd had the volume there too. It was 1746. 2 days ago, 3 days ago. 1746, right here. 46. That's what the volume came in. Yeah, GoGo, interesting. What else is on my list? So you know what? There's a lot of movement right now. I'm going to get back to TGH and trading what's going on right here. Futures are up 13 handles. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Where's my? I showed a list of my universe. This is my stock universe. They're all grouped together. Marvell semiconductors are here. Retailers are here. Financials, golds, oils, airlines, stocks that I have in play, bios. So this is this is what I look at. Depending on what stocks are hot. These are the hot stocks for today. That GoGo's there. BBBY, CarMax is actually down $3. I took this in the morning. So this is, I'm trying to take money out of the market. I'm trying to be an active manager and I'm trading these stocks with range, volume, and good price action. So yesterday was the end of the quarter. We're right now, we are up 10 handles on the futures. So we're probably somewhere, we've had a lot of volatility. We're probably right here. So, we'll see how they close and see how the rotation is prevalent. You see right here, oil stocks are up nicely. Airlines are up. Retailers all down. They're going to follow through. I wouldn't buy a retailer. Netflix was on everybody's long list. Google hanging good. Facebook, the FANGs, the software stocks. What else did Diego get out of it? What else is good? Marvell, Apple, Upstart having a bad day. PayPal, Square, SoFi, no interest. Tesla. NIO had numbers, was actually up $1.50. LAC was the strongest on the board yesterday. What else do we have? Billy, I'm long it. It's hurting me. Amwell, no good. GoGo, that's the one. PROG, look at that one. LIC one, that's the hot one. APPS, nothing else good. Look at Marn and NVAX. That's what you got to look at, how these close. Where's Arn and NVAX? These things look like they're making a move up now. NVAX. And look at this. The old days, forget about it. I would have 20,000 shares of NVAX from right here. 160, it's 173. Was Marner. Marner, no bounce. So you got to, why is NVAX bouncing? And Marner's not. Now, if Merck is not pulling back, that's a good sign. You know what, Merck? It's got to hold this open. That was the open right there, that bar. Probably worth a stab here. I like it to hold right here too. It didn't hold that previous high right here of 83.70. Now it's 81.80. Let's go to the weekly. These are the things I look at when I'm trying to make a plan. All right, this is what I look at. Merck, we're probably going to look at it 79.5. I know that's too big of a pullback. Maybe it is up 666. 29.5. Let's remove all these lines. 79.5. Yeah, that's why right there, that gap. I probably would like it to hold here. 81.5. It is. Merck. Okay. Go back to my other screen here. I have 6 of them, so if I'm trying to juggle everything at one time. Yalla Turbo breaks up. What's near the low again? Probably old Chinese. JD, Marvell, Baba, PDD, Spice was strong yesterday. CVS, no one wants shots. DVAX, and Myrna. What's near the high? Sexy, ENPH. Yeah, that's a solar. Disney. Yalla. Gold. Block trade on gold. No interest. All right, so I'll leave it at that. One of my guys, the long signal is the right in the training. Long. I'm long. You should be long. It's on my Twitter feed. Let's see what Jesus is doing. Bristol Myers, Apple bullish. Airbnb calls are flying. Airbnb more calls. What? TripAdvisor is up. That's no surprise, right? So is Live Nation. So is Hilton Hotel. So why shouldn't BNB? Penn, DraftKings, Caesars. We had that. Betting names early. Each up 1 to 2%. You know which one I like? IGT. This was the one. This was an example of relative strength. Let me go to the screen. IGT is IGT. Okay, as MGM held in there. As Las Vegas pulled back, as Wynn pulled back, as Penn pulled back, IGT was the best of breed. It held the strongest, and I liked it right here when it had this double flag. And I didn't hold on for some reason. That was a beautiful play with that volume at 25, and I'm not in it. I'm embarrassed. Now I'm aggravated. Ugh, bitch. All right, next. Can't catch them all. Airlines, what are they doing? That's a weekly. UAL, I think, is the best right here, doing the best. UAL is the one to buy. That's the 200-day. AAL, second best one to buy. LUV, struggling. Delta, no one's up. Up this UP, wheels up. Interesting too. Or you can just buy the JetBlue, or you can buy Jets. The whole kit and caboodle of the airline index. New York Jets. I wouldn't buy the Jets ETF just because it has a connotation with the New York Jets. So that idea is out the window. I got ALK, Alaska Air, hanging in there. Just go buy the best of breed of the UAL. All right, next. What else is going on? Let's go to my Twitter feed here. CDW being mentioned on CBNBC. No interest. Calls. What do I look at on calls? I'll switch screens. I'll go to my chart. Coles, no interest. Somebody's probably trying to hedge. I short the thing at 51. Jesus, that thing's finished. Look at A&F. Look at all these things yesterday. Macy's was the best of breed until yesterday. How about Crocs? Broke the 50-day bearish. Yeti. Hang in there. Come on, baby. Ooh, right on the 200-day. Might be ripe for a stab, Yeti. Double bottom, 200-day, RSI oversold. Yeti. The weekly. I might buy Yeti. I might buy some calls on Yeti. I like it right there. Not a barn burner. 84 and a half the stock price, maybe 85, 87 and a half strike price. Yeti has my interest. Let's look at Winnebago, which goes with all them. Winnebago's holding very well. Let's look at Camping World. Will you buy the Yetis? That's hanging well. I'll buy some Yeti here. All right. Oh, I see lots going up here. So this TNA breaking high. Look at this. The market's breaking high as we speak. Wow. All right, we're good. Futures ripping. My stocks are not ripping. That's okay. TNA was the one to buy. Wow. You could have had, look at that this morning, TNA. Freaking 4 o'clock this morning, TNA was 80. It's like that 85, double topper. The market's ripping. Ripping. There's my screen. Let me share my screen here. No, I don't share my screen. Hold on. Who share? That's my universe. There's the Twitter feed. Freaking Twitter feed. Okay. Futures up 13. SoFi. Tesla went positive. PROG. SDG joint. I'm in that. Apps. Big C. There's my screen. I was down 12,000. I'm down 3. That's good. FB, FAS, Coin, Mara. Nerve, Merck. This is one of the active accounts that I trade. BMRA. That's the one. What's moving up? XBIO, Apron, GB with a big plus. I'm interested. What's GB? GB. Okay, I'm gonna sign off here because I have to put more in TGH. I apologize if I'm distracted. Everyone's getting me all over the place. Let me finish up. Okay. So I have my eye on this rally. LYV, TRIP, CF, and XP. What's not, oh, you know what? Yeah, volume the last 10 minutes. What's been going up with volume? XP and CF, big volume the last 10 minutes. Calls, we saw the calls go off, no surprise. TNA, what's been going down the path? What's been, you know what? The market's going up. Let's see what's going down. Relative weakness. Spice going down. Nucor, Apple's actually going down. Gilead, SE, Spice on the low, MRVI on the low. All right, guys, you get the picture. I'm going to let you go. It's approaching 11:30. I have some scaling in and scaling out of some positions to do. So let me go into TGH. So many screens open. TGH. See if I have any questions. Hello, THE. How you doing? All right, I'll sign out. Anybody wants to know what's moving that doesn't have mine, just go to stock room. Go to up and down movers. Okay, so I'll be back after lunch. It's a Friday, and it's going to be how they close, not how they open. As I always say, it's how they finish, not how you start. So as approaching 11:35, have a good day, have a plan. We'll be back. Thanks, everyone.